Hello everybody, I'm Heretic Plus. It's been a long time since I've done anything, but I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone, and we're going to play some more. So the general goal here is I'm just going to ladder with whatever I'm doing. I might run some arena, might try out some new decks, and just in general see what's going on and how I'm doing. This particular episode I'm just going to do some the Hunter deck I've been running. I'll give you a look at that. It's pretty stereotypical. In fact, I think I got it off Hearthstone, but oh, come on. Here we go. This is the run I'm doing. It's pretty straightforward. The general idea is just to kind of hammer them from early to mid-game and win by about turn, 10 at max. If it goes too late, I typically can't win very well because I don't have any really good late cards. High main's pretty good if I get him out around turn 6 or 7. He's okay in the late game as well, but generally speaking, if it comes too late game, I want to pull out the kill with Leroy, Unleash the Hounds, Kill Command, etc., and just my hero power. So I want to do as much damage as I can. Between that early and mid game, I've got some pretty good removal with Deadly Shot, Explosive Trap. I can control with Freezing Trap, and even use Misdirection some for that as well. So typically speaking, I just kind of try and beat down the field of my opponent and do as well as I can. Also worth noting, I have a monster, Delicious, and you're going to have me seductively eating a hot dog as well. No excuse. Gotta had it. Now setting all this stuff up. Go good. Also, sauerkraut is delicious. Who knew, right? Alright, so let's get going. Laddering with my mid-range Hunter. Put in the comments if you're watching what should I name it? Also, I'm going to try to record the win rates of the decks that I'm using, so I can both give you an accurate idea and also for myself, so I really know if a deck is working. One thing in particular that I haven't been doing very well, I feel like, is I play a few games, and if it doesn't feel satisfying, I just make a new deck. And so I never really, yeah, I'll get rid of those. I never really find out if a deck is really worth it or not because I don't stick it out with that deck. Just a little background on my Hearthstone. Typically I will talk more about what I'm doing while I'm playing, but I began playing well into beta, pretty early into beta, I would say. Just as soon as I could play, I played. And I played all through Season 1. In Season 2, a little bit into it, I kind of stopped playing some. Just played some other games. And I'm back into it now. The highest rank I've gotten to, I believe, is 10. So we'll see if we can get higher. 14 right now. Alright, so what do we have going on? It's got a Leper Gnome, which is it's not a very good idea to let that just reign on its own. It's almost tempting to bring out that Owl early with the coin just to negate some damage you could do. Or I could play Tracking to see what I can do. I'm not running Arcane Shot, I believe, so the only card that would really help me out playing Tracking would be if I coin into my Boar, which I don't really want to do. So I'm going to coin into my Iron Owl, save some cards. This will hopefully make it so I can negate the damage he does, and also the damage of his effect, and probably kill it with my Owl as well if he doesn't decide to trade. I am playing the Reverend. Classy.
Reporting for duty.
So classy, hot dog eating. Okay. Not a lot of fantastic options. I could play Misdirection and just try and get him to kill his own dudes. But I've got to negate as much damage as I can. And this way, I only end up one below his life count by next turn. Unless he hammers me, which would be kind of a waste.
Put this apple on your head.
But I guess never underestimate a rank 14. I'm kind of getting back into the zone of Explosive Trap. Yeah. I'm kind of getting back into the zone of making tactical choices while I play. Because I found that as I've come back, it used to be on earlier when I played before that I would skyrocket to about rank 11 instantly, and then I just kind of stall out. And now it seems like either the player base is altogether a lot better, or man, he shielded this dude. Oh well, that's still a pretty good explosive trap. If the player base is just better, or if I just don't have the handle of the meta and also my thought process isn't as good. Could explosive trap him. He's definitely not worth a deadly shot. I do have 2 freezing traps, so that would probably be an okay decision. I will say before, I highly favored Paladin and Druid. They were both fantastic, especially like a mid-range control Druid and also control Pally were really incredibly powerful. But a lot, you know, a good deal of changes have happened. I know in particular Tink Master Overspark is no longer as good as it used to be. He's not even really worth taking anymore, in my opinion. But always, you know, if I say something that you think is just utter bullshit, put it in the comments, because I'm open to learning as much as I can. I understand the meta's changed, and I don't always have the best ideas. That's why I'm not in Legend. We'll see if I can get there, though. I kind of want to run out my Buzzard and play the boar to kill it, and draw a card, which would leave me with 2 mana to play a card. I'm gonna take heavy damage either way, so I really have to. Things are not going well. I basically gotta kill it. Alright, I'm taking a lot of damage. Watch me lose the first game I play. I don't really have any plan for how often to upload, but I figure a few a week probably, but no particular schedule. I know when I did a lot of LPs before, I really hammered myself with every day having an upload. It's just a lot of time, and I could make it work, but I don't really necessarily. I'm not that into it right now. We'll see how it goes. I just would rather kind of ease in than dive in, if you know what I'm saying. So I could kill command the Knife Juggler. There's no point in playing Freezing Trap or Misdirection, because if I do those, if he's smart, he'll attack with this first anyway, which would make both of them worthless. I could... Hunter's Mark would be worthless. I could kill command the Knife Juggler. But typically speaking, I think this game is lost. And there's basically no way to come back. We just did not really have the opening we needed. What I really love about Hearthstone, I have played a bit of League, and League's a lot of fun. The issue is games take forever. In like a bad game, you'll spend an hour at max playing a bad game. Between half an hour to an hour, and that's a long time to devote to a pretty soul-crushing experience most of the time. And you know, it feels like playing Hearthstone feels like a much more positive experience simply because you can't actually hear what other players are necessarily saying. So because of that, there's no flaming, there's no other stuff. And we have lost hardcore. Even if we board wiped now, which I don't think we can, we could play Misdirection. But he only has to deal 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could Deadly Shot twice. And unless we killed both these guys with it, we'd lose. What the hell? Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4. We gotta kill... Oh! And we stay in for possibly a turn. But we still lose. So I hear when people play a random card effect to try and get the best effect, they say RNG. We lose. What does that mean? Can you put in the comments what that means? I'm not exactly sure. I could just Google it, but that's why there's a comment section. Alright. So the first game did not work very well. Let's squeeze in a second. Typically speaking, my I've got about 1,500 plus dust, almost enough for a legendary, and I'm debating who I want to get. It does seem like since beta, there have become a lot more viable legendaries to play as, or play with. And some have come and go. I know for a while Matt Pagel was really popular. He might still be. I'll find out. I don't have him. I don't have a Karn. I don't have a Sylvanas anymore, because when they nerfed Sylvanas a little bit, which was a very minor nerf, but when they nerfed Sylvanas, I disenchanted her. Because whenever they nerf a card or change it, you can disenchant it for its full cost, and I built an Overspark instead, who was really good at the time. And now that Overspark sucks, I'm out a Sylvanas. So, yeah. So I don't have a Sylvanas, I don't have a Karn. I think I would favor a Karn over a Sylvanas now, but I'm not sure. I also don't have a...
The pleasure is mine.
I don't have a Hogger. I don't know if Hogger's really popular, but I really like him as a legendary. Oh, and I don't have a Grommash Hellscream, who I really want. Because it seems like a warrior deck is not a warrior deck without a Grommash. You're just not really going to win with too high a rate. Grommash is just insanely powerful. Oh, do you have a Buzzard? I'm going to take a bow. And next turn, I can Buzzard and pull out a boar as well. Which I don't really want to do, because I can do that, but if I do, he'll just kill it. But I can coin out an Animal Companion. Nice. I really will say that since beta, there's none of those really annoying card glitches where you can't actually use your stuff. Those would get so annoying because you'd spend forever trying to fix your cards and you couldn't even touch them. It sucks. My laptop has that problem every now and then. That the left click won't register every once in a while. It like gets stuck, which I'm not sure if that's a computer problem or some kind of setting problem I have wrong. But oh well, I got rid of an Eviscerate. And he has no mana, so that's fine. Advantage me, and equal card advantage. Ooh, nice. I'm still wary of pulling out a Buzzard, but I really have to make a play here. I could just shoot him, but I'm not really playing control. Essentially, by playing a Buzzard, I could draw one card, then he'd kill the Buzzard, taking 2 damage with his knife. So I'd get a card and 2 damage, technically 3 because I get the board too. Is that worth it to lose the Buzzard? A card and 3 damage. I don't know. I know he's probably playing a Miracle Rogue. I think I'm just going to shoot him, and then next turn I will Buzzard Double Bore to draw 2 cards. So that seems a lot more worth it. Also a fan of knives would just be devastating, which basically every rogue takes, so let's not tempt fate. Okay. Ooh, another animal. But let's run out the double boars. I'm also really working on slowing down while I play, because like I feel like a more inexperienced play there would have been to drop both boards at once. But you never know what you could draw that might change your course of plans. I know in this deck there's probably nothing I would have drawn to really change my mind, but just in general, it's a much better decision to play it slow, so you can always react the best way and never miss a better play. So be a good fan of knives here. Hero power me. and restock his knife. To wipe my board, but it wouldn't really put him ahead.
I got the best deal.
Yep, there's the Gadget-chan. Alright, so I can kill that, I think. Yeah, because I can Eagle Horn bow it. Okay. He's out of mana. Yeah, I really have to kill it. So I really can't let it get out of control. And I'm just gonna lay down a trap, misdirection. He's not really playing anything. He could Leroy kill me, but I think it's too early to pull that off. And he needs 6, 8 mana, I think. More for Cold Blood, so he can't afford to kill me with Leroy yet. Explosive trap, but he's not going to charge me, so I could hero power him, or I could play tracking. If I played tracking, I'd be looking for... I honestly don't know. I've got a pretty good setup of cards right now. I'm just going to shoot him. I do have a pretty good hand right now. I don't have any deadly shots, which are really useful. That would have been great this turn to use, because I wouldn't have had to lose my boar, or hit him with my health. Okay, deadly poison. I am not running any slime, so I can't splooge his weapon away. But from what I've experienced, I feel like this deck works pretty well. Interesting. That seems like a really bad play. Pretty well against druids. I mean, not druids, but pretty well against pretty control-y decks. It has less power against aggro decks. That could be bullshit what I just said, I'm not even sure. Kind of wary of if he could Leroy me to death. I'm gonna pretend like he can't kill me with Leroy yet and hope I'm right. Should I hit him with the bow? No, because I have a lot of traps in my hand. And typically I don't think this deck runs. Their deck runs the slime either, so I think I'm fine saving it. It's always good for removal to have that bow. Okay, Esther Drake. He's almost definitely gonna try and Leroy me for the win. He could Edwin Van Cleef, but it's so easy to remove that card. Because when you play a rogue, you kind of expect it. You know that you can't really use those removals against Leroy because he'll just kill you on the turn he plays it. But Edwin's kind of the other big play rogues do, and you can always save up to kill that. Alright, saps me. I don't really want to freeze and trap the Drake, simply because we'll get the card draw out of it. That'd be a 7 mana draw though. It'd be fine with me. Deadly shot. Nope, there's a kill command, a bow, owl. Grab the kill command. I can't actually kill it this turn. I don't have any beasts that are low enough mana cost. This really sucks.
I wonder.
Guess I'll grab the kill command. Oh, I can kill it because I've got a beast companion. Alright. I need to do some maths. Okay. Still gonna hold on to the bow. He can't Leroy me. Well, that's there. My sister texted me. I gotta find out what's up real quick. His turn though, so nothing to lose. So Alright, I've been shivved. I will say I just got a smartphone. I've never had one. I got a Nexus 5, which is incredibly good. It's actually got a quad-core processor in a phone, which is pretty awesome. That's like... From what I've heard, that's pretty unusual in phones, so... I'm obviously a PC gamer, so that's cool for me. Sinister Strike, interesting. That's a 1 mana, right? Yeah, I guess that's a pretty good card for 1 mana. I dislike cards like that because it can only target the hero, and I feel I like more versatile cards like Smite, Arcane Shot, etc. Let it be my turn already. You must. There's a very good chance she's got the Leroy combo, but she can't quite kill me yet. So this is where I really have to start watching my ass to not die. Alright. This is also where I can start playing my high mains and really F him up. I wonder if I should refer to them by their character name. Oh yeah! Watched it. They're dead. Sorry, buddy. Oh! Look at the smarts. I'm so glad that I thought to take care of that. And we should be able to win now. Pretty convincingly. I'd really like to draw a Houndmaster though, but he shouldn't have any other real chargers to kill me. But yeah, that's what you gotta watch for against rogues nowadays, is they like to Leroy for the kill. Because he'll Leroy, he'll cold-blood it, then he'll Shadow Step and do it again to kill you. And he can do a maximum of, I think, 27 damage by doing that in a single turn, which is pretty crazy. I'm sure there are ways to do more damage than that, but that's just the typical damage from what I've seen. So I could Hero Power it. I could Unleash the Hounds to kill it, but that seems like a waste. And then summon Stranglethorn Tiger or another High Main. The High Main's the better choice, I suppose. Because he could double Assassinate next turn, but I'd still have 4 2/2s. I could probably win anyway. I don't think there's any reason to be afraid of a charge attack, so... But just in case, I'm going to play a Misdirection. In case he goes for the kill, I should be able to win next turn. Okay. He's already Feint of Knife twice, so... Could Sinister Strike one more time.
My eyes are open.
Drop a Taunter or I win, though.
This guy's toast.
Okay, he's gonna double play his agent.
This guy's toast.
Ah! Okay. I could do this daily, I suppose.
This guy's toast.
I mean, if I do 2 games a day, possibly more if I do an arena run. Oh yeah! Oh, the clutchness. Oh, F you, buddy.
Well played.
Thank you. I could probably do this daily, that'd be fun. Okay, so this is a daily. This is the Hearthstone daily.
I get it.
Oh, and we win. Going 1-on-1, 1-and-1 on the first day ever. So here's what I'm gonna commit to. Every day, there's gonna be at least 2 games of play. And there could be more or less. If there's more, each episode will be about 20 to 30 minutes long. And I'll do extra parts if I do more. For now, though, that's the end of this installment. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 2.